Okay, I'm recording now. So this is Shayna's blind. We're starting the blind with a Mystic Shaman Oracle. And it feels like we want some out of the Hoodoo Tarot. Now, the Hoodoo Tarot is a beautiful, beautiful deck. And it's very different. And I wrote all over the back because it's not something I was raised in, but I want to do a good job of reading the cards when I can. First out is the corn and the drum, and it is like you are working your way through the maze by following your own rhythm, following your own cadence. This is the walking it, and it is if you don't have the drum, this is, you go back to your heartbeat. You go back to your heartbeat and you walk the maze. You get really, really grounded. It is like this next, wow, it feels like this next 6 months to a year is a maze for you. This doesn't feel like it's a short thing at all. So just understand you're navigating and it's going to take a while. And when you feel lost, or when you feel like you're in a labyrinth at the dead end of the maze or the labyrinth, go back to the beat of the heart. Go back to the beat of the heart. Sit down, slow it down. Yeah. Sacred drumming, trance drumming, anything that's, this is going to sound nuts. I don't care if it sounds nuts. So I have like a little Amazon buffalo drum in the other room where I put my butterfly on it and I sing with the drum and I do my stuff in the other room. This is something, you should get yourself a drum. It lets you cry out the pain. It lets you pray. It lets you wail. It's something you're hugely connected to. This is something you should do. When you start doing this, when you start playing the drum and playing with that more and more, it's going to help you walk the path more clearly. You'll run into less dead ends. You'll run into less of this kind of thing going on. The maze is like the corn. You become tall, the corn becomes small. You can see your way clear and you're not running into blind alleys anymore. The witnesses here and the rainmakers here. Again, the drum. It's going to bring abundance. It's going to bring clarity through. It's huge, huge for you. This is big. This is a big deal for you. What's going on in the center of this? You got to do it. Okay. If this is going to be loud for you, turn your phones down. But this is how it goes. Abby yo yo, you be yo yo, yo yo, abby yo yo, abby yo yo, abby yo. Abby yo yo, you be yo yo, yo yo, abby yo yo, abby yo yo, abby yo. This is the whole thing right there to the drum. To something like that is how it's going to go. And this is what it is. This allows the energy, the emotion, whatever it is that needs to move through. Again, the drum and the rainmaker coming through. You will witness the emotion move through. You will witness the corn shrink down. The high corn shrinks down. The obstacles are no more. Yeah, it's yo yo abby yo yo abby yo yo abby yo abby yo yo you yo 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 abby yo yo abby yo yo abby yo. This is what it is. When you get into this space, when you're letting go of whatever is this preconceived stuff in your head, and you're singing to the God, singing to the Creator, singing to the whatever, singing your heart's energy forward, you're releasing, you're freeing, you're calling in your power, calling in your essence, hugely strongly. Yeah, Earth, keep our energy coming through. Yeah, you're allowing Mother Gaia, call it what you will, all of this to come through you. Huge, huge, huge. This is what you're doing. It's like bam. Anything else on the hoodoo aspect? Short-term lesson, short-term lesson. Short-term lesson. This is like a 6-month thing for you. Like, seriously, I think you could probably get one of those drums off of Amazon for less than $60. And it'd be well worth it to do it. And even if you have to, like, go into your shower or go somewhere when nobody's around and you're singing whatever and you don't have to worry about people hearing you, then do it. It is a healing tool specific for you that would work specific for you. All right. Short-term. Sorry. Blind short-term. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. What we're seeing here, we're seeing this is the 8 of Knives. This is usually we see the hostage being stuck in the swords. It's limited thinking. It's limited mindset. And I'm telling you, get out of your mind. These swords will fall easy enough. Get out of your mind. Then we have here, this is the Father of Sticks. And it's giving me the word right on this. But this is like King of Wands energy. But this is the right kind of King of Wands where you're inspiring, you're leading, you're calling forward. This is huge. The sticks, the wands, the expansion going forward. It's time for you to take the lead for self. And then the 6 of Coins. And this one I wrote on the back. 4-leaf clover was what they referenced in their guidebook. but it's 6 of coins. This is when you're taking a risk on doing something and it's rewarded. The universe is trying to reward you and teach you right now. Specifically, if you take this kind of risk, if you do this kind of release, the maze goes down, the cord goes down, the essence of you expands, puts you in a space where there's more leading aspect, leading edge, leadership energy coming through. Anything else? Yeah, this isn't just King of Six energy. This is also coming through with Earthkeeper energy. It's like you need to take this sapling tree or this branch that you've taken and you need to plant it like a sapling tree. So whatever this is, you need to get into it, get rooted in it, whatever this is that you want to move forward. It's huge, 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 huge. Yeah, I love this for you. That feels very, very complete. Get the fucking drum. Do it. It's important for you. It'll serve you. It'll serve you well to do that. So that's what I got for you, honey. I love that. And this is the Mystic Shaman's Oracle. And this is the Hoodoo Tarot. And I wrote all over the back because it wasn't the culture I was raised in, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful deck. Well worth the getting. Okay. So you'll get the drum. Good. Yeah. You're going to love it. And don't worry if it's not a perfect thing. Just let it flow to the best it can. Don't worry about singing in any kind of American Idol kind of way, any vocally normal kind of way. You just sing the energy and the emotion through. All right? Okay. All right. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Kim, Rachel. Okay. Past, present, future for Rachel. Ooh. Okay. We're going to go into the Trick or Treat Tarot. This is one of my favorite decks. I instantly, like as soon as I got through this, I wasn't even through all the majors of looking at this and I'm on the phone with Phil. I'm going to need a second deck of this. He's like, seriously? I'm like, oh yeah, seriously. And this one I read off of all year long. But past, present, future for Rachel. Let's take a look. Okay. Let's angle this down. I think I did that whole last read without this angled down, but that's okay. What are you just hemming and hawing about? Okay. All right. We have the Two of Wands. This is very Halloween oriented. Usually we see the girl with the globe in her hand, one hand that's attached to the rail of the castle and the other hand that is holding the globe. It's time to take action. It's time to take baby steps. You have surveyed the scene long enough. Now, what I'm telling you is you've had the globe in your hand kind of like this, and you've been looking at it long enough, thinking, procrastinating, analyzing, thinking, what's the next step? Time to act. Time to do. Time to do. Okay? Wheel of Fortune is here. Fortune favors the bold. This is in the now. This is the time to move on it, move on it, move on it. Create some kind of magic. Take the action. The energy is big for you. How do I put this? Okay, so see these lights up here? If you were to compare them to the light that comes off a candle flame, they are a different kind of light altogether, a different kind of level of brightness. And it feels to me that if you take the action, rather than just having a simple candle, you're going to have a bright, bright light. Now, whether that's going to be great or not, I don't know, but something is going to get revealed, exposed, shown in the now by just taking small action. The power that you have to reveal, to show, to see, more and more revealed, more powerfully, more amplified in the now if you take the action. Future, Ten of Swords. You will have to battle something that's painful and let it go. Yikes on bikes. I don't like that, but that's what I'm getting. Ten of Swords. It's like this old, the Nine of Swords is the nightmare energy, this old nightmare energy, the thing that's over and over that feels like betrayal, hurt. You got to move away from that shit. You got to move away from that shit. It's important for you. Really important. I want to be snoopy. I'm getting one more. This is for the future. I just have to. I have to snoop. I know the PPF, past, present, future. What's the advice? What's the advice that you need? You got 2 coming up. You better get clear, motherfucker. You better get clear about what it is you want. The Ace of Swords is saying it's time to get clear. And you be clear like the pregnant mama. Here's the Empress coming through. When she wants pickles, when she wants crackers, when she wants ice cream, whatever, she's going to get whatever it is she's going to get. She's not going to put up with this shit. No, she's done with that. She's moving on, moving forward. Get clear about what it is you want. Take the action and go for it. There's no more hemming and hawing for you. All right? That's what we've got. Okay. Julie for the PPF. Let's see what's going on for Julie. Woo! We're going to the Universal Villains for Julie. See what's going on. Now, this is a very, very Halloween-y kind of deck. So, Julie, PPF. See what's going on. What are you baking? I'm getting like somebody's trying to bake something, but it's like the worst recipe ever. It's like somebody's throwing rocks in raisin cookies. There's like some kind of prank that's not a good prank being played. Some kind of baking in the mix. Somebody's throwing in something that should be sweet like raisins and oatmeal cookies, and they're throwing rocks in instead. What's going on with that? You be careful. I think somebody might be deserving some spite, but you don't want karma to come bite you in the ass. So be careful on this. Empress is coming through. Seven of Claws is coming through. This is the candles. Eight of Candles. Seven of Claws. This is shifting a little oracle for me, so I'm going to read it very oracle. This is coming in you, past, mother, responsibility, things to do. Taking and being receptive to many, many things, not demanding what you need for yourself. And this is like light it up, blow it up, bim, bam, boom. This is coming through like a stick of dynamite. Boom. Don't do it. It feels like if there's somebody that's done you wrong, do not go concerning yourself with revenge or spite or anything. Don't even let them have space in here. Don't let them rent the space in your head for free. Don't let them. Eight of Wands. Line up the next 2 months. We're going to get nosy on this one too. Line up the next 2 months. We've got the Eight of Wands coming in here, and I want to see what's going on. This is 2 months, 8 weeks. This is your task for the rest of the year. You're going to have to be really clear and determined and understand that the gift of forgiveness is for self. Understand that whatever is painful in the past needs to be gone. Let go of. Be gone. In order for you to move forward, to you get in alignment, you to do the things you need to do in the next 2 months, yeah, you got to let that be completed and done so you can get your wings, so you can get your freedom. This is what you got to do. You got to let it go. What's not yours to fix is not yours to fix. Start lighting the candles of inspiration for what you want to do and pursue that with everything that you've got. That's what I've got. That feels complete. All right, we'll leave that there. Wow. Yeah, that's what I got for you, honey. Okay. All right. Kim, if you let me know who's next, that would be great. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. We'll see what's going on. That resonates. Good. Glad it helps. Glad it helps. Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Put that one back. Whoa. All right. So let's see what we got. Hey there, Jen. Hey. Kim, can you get a PPF? Absolutely. What do we want to do for Kim? Kim, we're getting the Brutal Brats for you. Haven't seen these guys in a while. The Brutal Brats. They aren't specifically Halloween. They're actually the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. So PPF for Kim. Let's see what's going on. Wow. Past King of Swords, what have you cut? You've been very clear on something, on the energy, very clear on what you need to cut. It's almost like the Queen and King are amplified here. The King is saying the strategy going forward. The Queen is referencing what you had to cut, what you had to dismiss, and something that has been cut, done and dusted, overdone. There is clarity. There's good decisions in here, but it's difficult. Somebody has to make their heart cold in order to do this, in order to have this situation move forward. They need to be strategic. Excuse me, for the next 3 months. They need to be strategic through the holidays into January. But this is coming up as the past. This feels like people surrounding you and clarity about what you can and can't do about a certain situation. Now let's see what else is going on. Present. We've got the moon energy coming in here. I love this one. The green hair, though, is a little bit of frustrating. There's concealment. That's the key word here. The moon hides secrets. It's got our intuition, but it's also got secrets. There's things that you know. There's things that you put in the vault, put in the safe for safekeeping. Things that you know. They kind of vex you. You wish somebody else in the situation would grow up. They aren't growing up anytime soon. And the secret is something that you're holding right now. The secret is something that you're keeping right now. The secret is something that you have right now in your energy, where it's just like, keep a watch on it. It's like if you owned the safe and somebody gave you information to keep in the safe, just keep a watch on it. It's like you're tending it. There's something about you being mindful of whatever that is, that's okay, that it does really well. So just let that be. And when your intuition says, open this up and have whoever it is that gave you that information figure out how they want to share it going forward, that's about what it is to do. Right now, your intuition says, let it sit, let it sit, let it sit. Then we have the Knight of Wands, and we have desire. This is the going forward in the future. And this is the young one. This comes in as very much female energy, even though it's the Knight of Wands, and this is usually rush, rush, rush. This is coming in as quick momentum, quick momentum. This is coming in more, again, post-January, quick momentum, quick momentum. This is somebody else. This is like girl child type of energy. Going forward, going forward, going forward. Somebody needs to go forward in a good way. This is coming up for them. But why are you keeping all of this? One more card for this. Past, present, future. I want to look in the present. It says basically, it's like you're babysitting there safe right now. It's like you're helping babysit. You're helping do something for this. Because somebody was put out in the cold. Somebody got the bum end of the deal, got a bum situation, and you feel like the separation or the need of separation actually is smart for them. You don't want to be seen as the meddlesome or the meddlesome, but it's something you get that's going to honor both the people going forward. That's what I've got. That feels complete. Okay, so I'm seeing, Angie, do I trust you on Chad? Yes, I do. Of course I do. Of course I do. Okay. Hey, Jean. Good to see you too, honey. Good to see you. 3-card message from the ancestors. $15. Okay. All right. Are you saying you want that message, or are you putting that out there? That people should try that? I'd be willing to try that. 3-card message from the ancestors. Yeah. Ponder on that, Kim. This is something that it feels like the kids need to sort it out. It's going to take some time. That's what it feels like. The kids need to sort it out. It's going to take some time. All right. So what are we seeing? All right. Okay. Laura, $20 for a blind. Okay, Laura, let's see what we got going on for Laura for the blind. Okay. We're going to this. This is very Halloween spooktastic. And I want to go into this practical magic one too. We're going into both of these. Okay, hopefully this is picking up. I'm going to flip this down. Laura for the blind. These feel big. What are you trying to get your hands around? I'm getting the image of you having your hands, trying to get your hands around all the goop that's all the seeds inside the pumpkins today. You've got a lot of goop. You're trying to get your hands around a lot of things right now for Laura. This is kind of cuckoo, but that's what's going on. All right. The cauldron is here. The vampire is here. The apple is here. Wow. Okay. Synergy and healing. This is what you're doing all around. This is family, and you're the one cooking. This is family coming, family visiting. You're the one cooking. You're the one creating. You're the one creating. But you're also getting a lot of the grunt work with that goofy pumpkin. What the fuck? You're getting a lot of the grunt work. You need to get where you're specializing, doing the cooking, and not so much of the grunt work. The grunt work the grunts need to do is what I'm getting. Vampire, emotional intelligence. You're going to have to get a little bit more discerning on how much of their goop that you're going to put in the pot, take on and deal with, and when you need to put it back on their plate. This is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Then the apple, risk and reward. This is something you offer them. And it's not so much a poison thing, but you're telling them to take it on their own. Take it on, handle it, handle it, handle it. This is you very much saying, you risk, you get the reward. It's up to them to make something sweet. It's up to them to scoop some of the goop out, to handle some of this for themselves. Now, what about you? What do you need to know? There's a more time investment in the relationship, in the main relationship. This feels like in the romance relationship. There's a more time investment. You feel like you've invested, and sometimes it has not yielded very well. But what I'm getting is somebody that's felt like they've drained the energy in the past. You need to meet them halfway. So it doesn't necessarily mean you've had the big blowout argument or anything like that lately, but it means you need to take a little bit of a risk. If this was straight up like marriage homework, I'd say, yeah, you need to ask your partner out on a date, and you need to make an effort. Go on a date. Go do something a little bit different, like courting. You know, this kind of energy coming through. Now, what else? The propagating energy. Well, courting is courting. The propagating, bringing forward the seeds, bringing forward more things, bringing forward more of what is actually in your hand. Vitality is coming through next, and prosperity coming through next. Yeah. After Halloween, you need to plan a hot date with your honey. So this is something that's important for you. Plan a hot date. Plan something where you're courting, you're courting, you're courting. This feels like this is how you do more than just be person in the kitchen, cooking. It's more honoring the woman, the sensual side of self. How do we say this without getting in trouble? Honor the sensual side of yourself in the next week or so. Honor that sensual side. Yeah, you're going to have to handle this, that, and the other. Yeah, you're going to have to help out this, that, and the other. But honor the sensual side of yourself coming up. What that's not always about heating the sheets. It's about enjoying the crunch of the leaves if you go on a walk, you're having a good conversation with your partner. It's about enjoying a really, really good meal at a restaurant that you've been waiting and waiting to go to, or trying something new that you haven't tried before. It's about livening up the senses and letting the vitality return. It's about encouraging the juices to flow again. That's what I'm getting. Anything else? No, that's complete. I will stop there. That's what I'm getting. That's what I've got for you. Don't know what all that's about, but whoo, yeah, spicy is what I would say. Yeah, cinnamon and vanilla spices also quite effective around for right now. Yeah, whatever it is cinnamon and vanilla spices, something like chai tea or chai in the coffee or something like that. You know that's got a little extra kick. That's what's coming through. So I don't know what that's about, but that's what's coming through. So yeah, that's what I got for you. All right, let me put this one over here, and we'll see what else is going on. Let me get some water also, and we will keep rocking and rolling. Yeah, that was a fun one. Raises the temperature in here just a bit. So okay, let's see what else is going on. Okay, I don't know if the chat has froze or not, but we'll see. And please let Kim know if you paid for a read, or let her know what's going on. She keeps my brain on straight. You're welcome. Oh, Laura, I am seeing your image come through there. You're going to have to talk to me later, sweetie. Okay. The list is clear as far as you know. Okay, I'm going to let you guys know what I'm doing for my Halloween special in just a minute. All right. So the Halloween special that I'm offering is the PPF or a single Oracle card. That's for free if you want to just do that. That's 3 cards here in Tarotland or 1 Oracle card here. My regular stuff, right here, is the Blind Oracle, the Year Ahead, the Mini, and the Full. The Full is on my Halloween special. You can do a 1-question Zoom with me, and that's $50. So you would get the Full, but instead of doing it on the show like this, we would do a Zoom and arrange for a live thing. So that I'm offering today. Or the 3-question, which I do usually 3-question pre-recorded read. You can get that, and I usually offer that for $66, but that's $50. So this is treats only. Treats only. So $50 for a 3-question pre-recorded read, or $50 for a 1-question Zoom if you want to do that. So prepay, that's the special, and that's for 24 hours. So that's what I got going on. And then the PPF or the Oracle for the little free, like those are the fun size treats. So yeah. So that's what we're doing. And then this is my regular reads are, of course, on offer. This is what's the typical thing. So I'll hold this so you can see. And sure, Alicia, you can get a PPF. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh. Look at this gorgeous deck. This is an Oracle. We're going to pull one of these, and then we're going to go into the Ghost Tarot for you, Alicia. I want 1 Oracle first. Why? Because I just do for you. I just do. The Toad. You are going into stealth spy James Bond mode. The Toad. Observe for those who watch, see all. You need to be on the lookout for who is the Toad in your life, who's going around and doing Toad maneuvers. And you need to see the depths in others that you don't typically see. So if you see someone that is very toadish to you, it's like, eh. In the story of the Princess and the Toad, there's a whole lot more going on than just a toad. Now let's look in the Ghost Tarot. It's one of my favorites. It's David Corsi's tarot deck, and it's gorgeous. Whew. Watch the air around you. Watch the chill in the air. It's going to feel like a swirl around you. What's going on with that? The chill in the air around you, you're going to need to do a 180. This is past cup. This is emotional love offering, huge, huge offering. Huge, huge, huge offering in the past. What was the spiritual gift, the spiritual emotional gift that you didn't see? It's almost like this big, big cup is here, like you know how in the 4 of Cups it comes through, but somebody hasn't pivoted. You need to look and see. You need to look again. Look again. There's something more being offered. I'm telling you, there's something huge, huge more being offered. Huge amount of love. Now here, in this deck, this is the Sun. You see the Sun coming out? This is number 19, the Sun. But you see how these people have hidden, hermited, and stayed closed down in the present. It's like you won't let the sun in until you're about ready, and you are about ready. It's just a step away, just a step away. You don't even have to step forward. You just have to step to the right or to the left, and you're there in the sunlight, and it's going to feel good. What's going on? What are you holding on to that's the treasured thing of the past that you didn't see clearly, that you need to look again, release, and allow some sunshine on this situation? The sun is on here. This is the happiest card in the deck. If you can just shift, just slide a little, okay? Future. Whoa. Oh, we got a fast future. Boom, boom, boom. We got all of these in the packet, and it's enough. I'm taking it. This is future. We have the Queen of Wands. Be confident, even though you don't know all the answers. There's some things hidden. You've got the moon. You've got the sun here, the moon here. Be confident, even though some things are hidden. There's things that need to come forward in a big, big way. This is High Priestess energy. The mystery is yet to be revealed. The secret's yet to be uncovered. You need to step into the sun in order to make sense of something. This is huge, huge, huge coming up. Next out, something that is burdening you. You're almost there. You need to set it down. A new start will be offered, and it will be fair. It feels like there is justice coming in for you on a situation. If you can step left, let go. See the gift, see the gift, see the beautiful offering and the gift. See the gift that is offered. Step left, slide into place, move forward. That's what I've got. That's what I've got. That's what I've got. Okay. Chad, the ancestor deck. Okay. All right. Chad. Hang on tight. I want a different ancestor deck for you. Okay. I have two that I want for Chad for the ancestors reading. And I don't know exactly what's going to come through or not. The ancestor read. Angels and ancestors, and then we're going to the ancestor. I think it's an oracle. What is the dance? There's a dance happening. It's like invited to the dance, invited to the dance. There's a waiting and an invited to the dance. We've got the sage coming through, devoted and committed. Let's see what else is coming through. Yeah. The other day, Chad, I was talking about the white peacock. The white peacock is walking. I'm getting in the metaphor and the image of the white peacock walking, dancing. It's a very happy dance. It's the peacock is joyful. This is happy. This isn't arrogance and pride. This is happy dance. Happy. The traveler. This is saying, come. You come to the dance. Come join the dance is what I'm getting. Move in the new direction is what's happening here. What else is coming through? There's like this big grassy lawn. The peacock is there. Dance. There's this gate, this big gate. Open. That's where the party's at. That's where the dance is. Shield Maiden. There's a little bit of, this comes through more as you. This comes through as more as ancestors. These people are already at the party. They're already in the dance. This comes through as you, as fighting, still holding on to the fight for a little while, still holding on for whatever it is that you need to do. This is saying, make plans and focus. There's things that you want to do on your way into this party. Make plans and focus. Whew, the mark. This is, I don't know why this is coming through, but right above her eye, these lines, this is coming through as familial marking, recognition, understanding. Familial markings. They see you. They know it'll take time. This is coming through. Lucy's telling me back to the markings again. Okay. Like the peacock shimmers its feathers and the birds know the birds know each other, the birds know their markings, the birds know their markings. You also know your marking. Your tribe knows your marking. The familial knows your marking. The ancestors know your marking. They know this. They know. They know the battles. They know what you've gone through. They know what you're going through now. This one has the compass. The traveler says you're getting time for move in the new direction. Be devoted and committed to what you need to do. Yes, it can be on your terms. Yes, it can. It's not so out of control as a certain situation might feel. And yes, it can be more on your terms than you realize. The marking is there. You set some terms. You set some terms. Fierce in the fight, fierce in the battle. You can have it laid out how you like. Again, this is saying be the open channel. The spirit guides want to come through. Woo, woo, woo. Again with the birds and the markings. What's the west wind call for? Something about the west wind call, the west wind call. What's the west wind call? The west wind call, the water and the way people move across rivers is important to you. Something about river crossing. This is more friendly climates. This is west wind call. West wind call. It's like you want to travel west, go west, go west. West wind call, west wind call. The wind is spinning in circles. Watch for leaves as they're spinning in the wind. Watch for the leaves. This is going to sound so cheesy. I don't care. Disney did the movie Pocahontas cartoon a long time ago in the cartoon form. And all the leaves that are swirling, you're going to see swirling leaves around. You're going to see that image coming through. The west wind's calling. It's calling. The ancestors want you to be keenly aware of the west wind call and the crossing the river. Be keenly aware of the markings of the birds. Be keenly aware. This is old connections. This time around, it's just the most recent connections. But these are old connections. These represent not just individuals, but groups. Like groups of ancestors. Groups of ancestors. Travelers, traveling people, always listen to the wind. Know the smoke, know the wind, know the breeze, know where to go. They smell the water. The wind is very important for you to smell. Be very keenly aware of the senses around you, the way the leaves shift. Like I was talking to Phil in the car about how I love how in the spring when they cut the hay or they cut grass where my grandparents lived, you could smell it. You can smell fresh grass being cut, right? This is a scent that you can smell if you're in the country. For you, this is more of a crispy fall kind of smell. It's a smell on the wind that is very fall harvesty type of thing, but it's moving forward. Watch for the west wind to call and watch for the swirling wind. Yeah. Very much there was a book I read a long time ago. It was called Ride the Laughing Wind. Such a beautiful title. The laughing wind is coming through more and more to you. It's going to be time for shields down soon. And follow the birds, follow the markings. The markings are clear. The markings are just as clear as here. They're here. The markings are here. It is known. What is Gogs doing? Gogs is like walking around. He's been hammering. He's been at his fire. There's smoke at the fire. He says, give the boy some time. Give the boy some time. Take your time. Whatever time you need. Take your time. Give the boy some time. So that's what I'm getting. Just totally take your time. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't happen according to a certain sequence. That you just take your time. Move as you want to move. Again, listen. Yeah. His hammer's down. He's pushed the fire, and the curling smoke of this is again to remind you of the wind. The wind that's calling west. I don't know what that's about, but that's what's coming through. That's what's coming through. That's what I've got. That feels complete. I think you know everything you need to know on that one. Yeah. The Calling You song that is Baghdad Cafe song. It's like you're getting not so much that song specifically, but you're getting it in nature all around you. The Baghdad Cafe song of I'm Calling You is a really kind of haunting, and it calls you forward type of thing. It definitely would call you forward type of energy, very much that way, but you're getting it in the smell of the leaves, in the smell of fall, in the crunch and in the smoke and in the fire. That's what I got. That feels very complete. That's gorgeous energy. I love that. I love that for you. All right, that's what I got. Commercial, sure. All right. This is the Halloween specials that are the treats. If you want a 1-question full read on Zoom as a live private read, $50. Or if you want 3 questions pre-recorded read, $50. Halloween special for today. Boom. Other part of the commercial, what I regularly do. This is the $20 for the Blind Oracle. It's multiple cards in the Blind Oracle that come through, or the year ahead for $30. Typically, if we're doing a live on the show, it's $30 for the mini or $40 for the full. This is 7 to 10 cards over here, but I always get nosy. Or 15 to 20 here, but I always get nosy. I always get nosy. And then there's the bones, the crystal ball, and the past life reads, which I love. Those are also $50. Those are on the regular. Those are on the live show, and I always record those. So that's how those come through. We've got Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. Venmo is the @ Feisty Butterfly. Cash App, $ the Feisty Butterfly. PayPal, afeistybutterfly@gmail. That's where you can reach me for the specials of the day that I told you about, the Halloween specials. So that's what I've got going on for you. So woo-woo, that's what I got. So, Alicia, you want an ancestor read? Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, 1 second. See that skull back there? There's that coffin in this skull. We're going that. I think that's the relative tarot that I've got in there. We're going there for sure. Okay, Alicia. See what they want to bring through for you. I don't know where I'm going to put all this stuff. Okay. The ancestor cards want to be present in this also, so we're going to do a little bit of a mix read here. That was the Shield Maiden again. I want to shuffle these a little bit more, just so I know that that's not me creating. I want it right. Wow, wow. Okay. Here we go. We'll get to this other part in a second. Here we go. Boom. We have the Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. This is something that it's not just healing information for you. It's something that you're needing to do to heal self and do as part of your work and part of your purpose in life. This is healer's energy. Now, healers, when they heal themselves, they are healing more of the world than they know. If you're studying whether it's herbs or oils or good just healing practices, whether it's energy work, whether it's Reiki, whatever it is, you're being called to this. And this comes through as a call. It comes through divine purpose type of calling coming through. Whatever is the healing work that you need to do to get your shit together to do for self, start doing. Now, somebody might say, okay, then you're starting a weight loss journey, or say you're starting to honor your sleep more, or say you're doing some emotional work and doing some therapy, whatever it is. Be on it, because you're meant to be healing, healing, healing. The green heart is coming through, and it's pulsing green energy. It's green and gold. This is something that, it's the heart chakra and the high heart chakra coming through, wanting to come through. The healing guardian is coming through. It's not letting me move forward yet. I'm just going to hold this card here so you can see it. I'm going to show it close to the recording here and close to you here on the TikTok. There's something about the elixir, the chemistry, and the temperance card that wants to come through also in this. You know, when the temperance, she's pouring the cups and the flow is going sideways instead of just directly down. It's something about this that is having a little bit of the defying gravity aspect to this. There's something about the grail being made sacred for you. The grail as in you, your body, your vessel being very, very receptive and sacred again. I did this the other night, and if it's TMI, it's TMI, but I think you guys can deal with it. So after you do like a cleanse, like a sacred bath, sacred water, sacred shower, whatever this cleanse that you're doing, right? You do this work, and you're in your birthday suit, right? Then you can anoint with oil, with these beautiful, beautiful oils. And I have some oils that I got from Michelle and that were sent to me as a gift. And thank you, thank you. But you can anoint the body. It's a practice that they used to do, like, I think in days gone by, that is a very, very sacred practice. Whether you do it with lavender or jasmine or lemon or whatever, doesn't matter, whatever the oil is. But you can get a carrier oil, grapeseed or almond is very, very good for that kind of thing. Those are really, really good oils to work with. When I was a massage therapist, those were really high quality, good carrier oils. Throw out whatever essential or healing oil that you want to put in there, whatever that is, and anoint. And anoint here, anoint here, anoint here, anoint here, and anoint the feet, the tops and the bottoms of the feet as well before you go to bed. This is something that you need to do for yourself as a healing when you're ready. It's very distinct. It's very specific. You got the homework, okay? You got the homework. Water guardian. The cleansing has to happen first. We already know this. And there's a water garden regarding the emotions. There's release coming through. There's catharsis. These are coming through together. Step A, step B. But this, you'll have to summon the courage to deal with some of these emotions that you want to release. If you're summoning the courage to go into a cathartic release, it's big. The ancestors of the she-wolf are coming through. This is not something that you don't know how to do. You know how to do this. We're going into the relative tarot now. It says, unleash the wild within. Why does she hunt around the edges and the periphery of the pack? What is it she's smelling differently? What is it you're sensing differently on the periphery of the pack? This is like talking women who run with the wolves. This is talking wolf pack, spirit animal, wolf pack, wolves that are hunting. They're patrolling, guarding, protecting. They're taking care of their herd, their pack, their tribe, whatever. Call it what you will. When you do this kind of shit after it's done, then you go into this place where you're patrolling and acting as guardian of the pack. Attention, attention. This is the call. This is the call. This is the call. The angels, the ancestors are saying, this is the call. This is the call. Move beyond the ancestral patterns. This is the next one's coming up with the ancestors. The way stops and stations. All these circles are coming through as the way stops and stations. The preliminary going in circles, but not solving of a problem. The going in circles and going in circles, not healing of a problem. Move beyond those patterns. You're moving beyond this, getting out of the old conditioning. Moving beyond. What else are we doing? There is something, this is all, like the ones that you would be protecting would still be swirling around here. And I'm saying swirling, not swirling, like squirrel, right? What else is going on there? Move beyond the ancestral patterns. Let's see what's going on. Perception. There's something mysterious and hidden in the divine feminine for you that is super, super strong. Super, super strong. If you look at this image, you see how her face is half covered. The mystery is there. Who is this? I don't know if this is exactly accurate, but this is what's coming through. 3 steps back, 1 adjacent, and it's coming through on the maternal side. This is what's coming through. This is like a great aunt Matilda, great aunt blah, blah, blah. I don't know. 3 steps back, at least 3 steps back. I don't know if it's 3 generations or 3 lifetimes back. And it was an auntie. It was an aunt, not a mother, an aunt. Very mysterious. This auntie was the black sheep. This auntie was the one that did it different. This auntie was the one that defied the rules, said, hey, we're going to do it this different way. This auntie was the one in that time, in that era, that did it differently. She's coming through to strengthen and support. She's gonna mark the trail for you, so you'll be able to follow. You'll be able to move through in a very different kind of way. There's really, really beautiful energy going on there. Really beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Unleash the wild woman. I've told you the homework. I've given you the homework. This is what it leads to. This is what it does. And this is what you get beyond and get through. That's what I've got. That's complete. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. I really thought we would be seeing more tarot-y, but no, apparently that's what's coming through. So, all right, that's what we've got. So, hey there, Rev, good to see ya. All right, Tess, hi. Yeah. Honor her on your ancestor altar. Brilliant idea, Chad, brilliant. Yeah, really brilliant idea. All right, yeah. You know, when they come through and they're the aunties, it sometimes might be that, like, in my family, I'm the fun aunt for my nieces. But for my kids, I was the one that had to say, no, you're grounded. Tough shit, we're not doing this, blah, blah, blah. And so, and for them, one of their aunts was the fun aunt. But for her kids, I'm the fun one. So Sometimes we are more receptive to the ones that aren't the mothers because it's less drama, less wounding and stuff like that. So this is part of the role of the aunts and the relatives adjacent. And this one came through very much in the auntie. In the auntie and the auntie black sheep, Auntie Lydia, auntie whatever you call it. That's what's coming through. All right. All right. Okay, so I'm not sure how clear we are. And Kim, will you be on the lookout if you get any other messages from Alta? Like if I have to run down and open the door for her, I will. She's going to come over a little bit later today with Tiger. And we are going to play and hang out and do some Halloween something or other together. So that will be fun. That's you too. You are welcome. You're so welcome. All right, let me get a little bit of water and we'll see what else is going on. Yeah, on the maternal side, Chad. Yeah, that came through on the maternal side. Yeah, sometimes I'll get on the others. Usually if I'm getting here, it's ancestors. Sometimes I get very clearly maternal side. Sometimes over here is more like the paternal. And then in light language, whenever the light language is coming through, if I'm feeling whatever is the maho or the esofe, this is more the feminine over here, what I'm seeing on this side. And this is more of the masculine. So however it's coming through is however it's coming through. Your grandmother is Lydia. And her sister Ethel just passed. You've got to be kidding me. Ah! Okay. Love it. I love it. I definitely feel often like the absent-minded professor in here linking things through. And whatever it is, I don't have to know all the things, but I love when I get confirmations like that. That is wild. Wild as wild gets. I love it. You know, one of the paternal side that would match. So you'll have to do some research, Alicia. Yeah. And don't be too surprised that it could match a paternal side. It could match. They could have come through. This is Angie belief. You just take it for what it's worth. Let it resonate or not. There's different lives that we come through, and not always are we going to stay in the same gender. In some lives, we might have come through as a different gender. And so it might be connected with that person's soul, but that person might have shown up in a different gender in a different life for you. It very much can be the case. I've seen it too many times to not see it so. So just be aware, heads up. And this is the feminine and masculine are in each and all of us, but that's what's coming through. I wonder if your grandmother is with you. You still can't find her. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. I want to just explore this. We're going to take a look. Yeah, you didn't even think of it. It's so true. Yeah, it totally can be. It totally can be. It can be so, which is, in my mind, in my way of thinking, people can believe what they want on that, but that's how I see it. All right. Is your grandmother close? I'm just looking because I want to look. The act of love observation, yes, she is. There's this, this says defense, but it feels like protection. And this feels like purpose. There's something of a deeper meaning. There's something of a deeper meaning going on, a bigger thing than you are prepared to grapple with right now. What you need to know, there's this energy of protection going on. It says defense, but this feels like someone else protection for you and someone else keeping an eye on you. Don't know what that's about, but I would say that's a yeah, she's around. So that's what I got. Okay. I'm not sure if there's anything else going on. So I can show people what else is going on. We can just chit chat. We can do whatever. So there's just the 9 of us in the room. So it might be that people are onto their Halloween adventures, doing costumes, getting ready, whatever, you know. People do those things. I've got some Halloweening to do. Your grandmother is very overprotective. Well, I can say that I can understand that. My daughter got an earful the other day because Tiger's dad and my daughter are not married, and he wanted to go on this adventure to this cuckoo place, and I was not excited about it, to say the least. And I told my daughter, are they out of their fucking minds? Like, no, they lost their damn minds. No. It was like an adventure to a different country, way far away, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, no. What are the cards I use for skywriting? Chad, I don't use just one set of cards. If I do skywriting, I get my stylus out and I'll do different kinds of things. Now they have that in the Shaman's Dream deck. Let me see if I can see where that is. I'm getting them. I'm trying to get them all. There's a chunk of them. And let's get another chunk of them. And then this is those. And then these ones, the Zebu cards. Okay, so I'm not sure which ones you're meaning, but I'll share with you what I've got on this. So these ones have a card that actually says skywriting in them. And these are the Shaman's Dream, and it's just an oracle deck, right? Oracle cards. Really, really beautiful meanings. You could pull 3 of these and have a beautiful message, easy, and journal on it, like lots of stuff in there. When I am doing skywriting, or when I want to do light language type of stuff, that kind of stuff, I use these. This says celebration. This is the Zebu angel cards, Zebu language, Z-I-B-U, and they're beautiful. And these are some shapes that come through. This is one of the more angular shapes. This one has more like the harsh angles like runes, but most of them have scrolls and swirls and stuff through them. This one, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And they have the Zebu word with what it is here, and then what the meaning is. These I would love to see done in combination with tarot somehow, and that might be something that's a project for me down the track. But this one, way easy. Like this one, way, way easy. You'd be going like this, and then like this. Easy, easy, right? So you're doing this, whatever this is. But when I'm doing the skywriting thing, if I'm going to do light language or skywriting, then I'm pulling the stylus. I'm pulling what symbols and images that come through my mind, what light language comes through me. You don't have to be reliant on just any certain deck. What you know is what you know. So if all you're doing is writing the word love and doing it in your own script, or if all you're doing is writing the initial of people that you want to send some love to, then you can just do this and send it out there. Send it out there however you want. And I do it with a stylus. You don't even have to have a stylus. If all you have is an ink pen and the intent, you have the power to do this. This is gorgeous stuff. You think you're supposed to learn to do skywriting? Yeah. These are the Zebu cards, and this is what this is. Now, Chad, if you relate more to runes and you already know your runes, grab yourself a stylus or a pen and just start doing it like on your back porch and write the runes into the sky. Send with intention. And sometimes when I'm doing this, even if I'm doing it, like if I'm doing the light language without the stylus or whatever, and I'm inside and doing it, there's usually, in my mind, there's a ball of light that I'm working on. The ball can expand as big as it needs to be to contain whatever is the message, the intention, whatever is the healing, whatever is the prayer, whatever is the spell work, whatever it is that you want to have written in that ball, that energy ball. Think of it in whatever way you want, but it's contained. And for me, when I close, I visualize that going, and I visualize it going cross country to wherever it's intended to be. Now, does that mean I know every single road between one side of the country and the other, or north to south? No, but I visualize it going to and landing with that person, and that's how I do some of that work. And I love it, and I think it's an interesting way to do healing. Yours would look like cartoons. Then do it like cartoons. This is the thing. There's no limit that it has to go a certain way. Just because Angie does it one way doesn't mean you can't do it another. This is something that we know how to do. We know how to imagine and hold intention and combine those two together and use them for the good and healing of our fellow man, mankind, womankind, all of us, all kind. We know how to use the power of intention, the power of light, the power of love, and the power of emotion as a language to carry forward. It's a huge, huge way we can bless others. It's a huge, huge thing we can do for others. It doesn't have to be technical. And it can be easy to do if we let the emotion be pure coming through us. If the emotion is solid, intense, real, authentic, true, it's going to go right through. And this is how sometimes we'll get like, we're thinking of someone they're really, really on our mind a lot and they call us right up. It's because that connection is there. It's in the air. It's already there. I wish sometimes we could see those connections a little more clearly. It's like the radio frequencies we tune in and that kind of thing. It is dialing in a certain frequency, setting it and sending it out on a certain frequency, out on a certain wavelength, forward for others. So yeah, totally can be done. So yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, let me get some water and we'll see if there's anything else we need to do today for a Halloween show. There is. Okay. There is some stuff that we need to do. We can go into Day of the Dead, but I'm getting the call to go into Dark Mirror, so we're going there first. Day of the Dead is a little bit more of the lighter type of thing. An oracle card. So we're going in the collective reading right now. The Dark Mirror wants to come through. Wow. I mean, some of us are doing shadow work tonight, guys. Some of us are doing shadow work. That's just what it is. You'll know if this is for you. You'll just flat out know. Interesting. Okay. We're getting two that we saw before, but they're coming through how they're coming through today for tomorrow. This was earlier talked about going back and getting that child out of the past. This is something interesting. And then we have this parasite energy. What's coming through is a little bit of a jealousy energy coming through. Now, this is envious for gluttony. This is when somebody has something else that we want or think we should have or we would like to have. There's sometimes people around us that are envious of what we have, and we forget this. This needs to be excavated, excoriated, taken out, removed. The jealousy aspect and greed aspect don't serve us. What we have and the way we're blessed is meant for our good. The way they are blessed is meant for their good. When people get too greedy, envious, or jealous, it doesn't serve. It doesn't mean you can't, like somebody gets a new car and you can't want a new car. Yeah. But it means if you take it too far and let it sour in your soul, it's not so good. You'll know what your petty stuff is. We all know what our petty parts of ourselves are. And what we're being asked to do is look at that little bit of the petty part of ourselves and release some of that. The artificial heart comes through. If you can't genuinely be happy for someone, then you can at least let them be on their way. If others can't be genuinely happy for you, and you'll know if this is directed towards you or if you've been in your lesser self. Now, sometimes we're in our lesser self. Sometimes we're in jackass mode. Everybody has this going on at some point. It's how do we clean it up spiritually? Not bypass it, but actually do the work to clean it up. What is it that we look at that we feel is unfair? And is it unfair? And what is it that we have as assets? These are things to think of. This is cleaning up the heart and also being aware when people have a little bit of malicious nature towards us and it's like we're getting that vibe. Steer clear of those fuckers. Anything else? This is the night to do this. This is Dark Moon, Dark Mirror. Alone in the World, which we're not, but we feel this is the biggest one of all. Oh my gosh. Chills on this, the Alone in the World. Our spiritual lessons we do alone. We're born alone, we die alone, unless of course we're twin, whatever, fine. That's beside the point, not the point right now. But this sense of loneliness that we have, we are on our own spiritual path for our own spiritual growth. We are never alone. The ancestors are so often with us. But the thing is, we don't see them, so we feel alone. We have to make some leaps of faith. We have to test some things to learn for ourselves how strong we are, what we're here to do, and have these growth experiences for ourselves. Not everything could be handed on the platter. Sometimes we want it on the platter and we feel like, oh, we're alone doing the work that we're doing, or maybe we feel like nobody gets us, or why are we so different from this person or that person? You're not meant to be the other person. The comparison game, stupid game. Stupid game. Don't do it. Stupid game. Oak tree meant to be oak tree. Bamboo meant to be bamboo. You're not alone in doing this. Nobody says, oh, that oak tree, we just don't believe in oak trees anymore. We don't deal with oak trees anymore. Everybody needs to be bamboo. No, we're here distinctly as ourselves to do what we're supposed to do. This is a time where we're supposed to expand, partner with our guides, partner with our ancestors, partner with that which is authentic to ourselves instead of worrying about how other people do it. How they do it, that's on them. That's exactly how they should be doing it. What your path is supposed to be and how it unfolds is exactly how it's supposed to unfold for us. Sometimes it's hard for us to think, okay, this is how it's supposed to be unfolding. Sometimes it's hard for us to think, well, why isn't it this way or that? Quit looking for goofy explanations. Quit looking outside rather than looking within what it is that you excel at, that you bring forward so powerfully, truthfully, and strong, and bring it forward in that way. There's huge power in that. There's huge power in just bringing it forward, warts and all, whatever it is that is divinely created as you, is divinely created as you. Okay, now we're going into the Day of the Dead for the collective. What else? Well, okay. We've got Alma coming through. We've got 4 cards coming through here. We've got Alma here. This is saying connect with eternal aliveness. Now, Alma is a name that goes back, and it's one of my auntie's name. I think it's a Spanish name, and every once in a while you'll have the names like Alma or Ethel, or kind of the older generational names. This is coming through. This is a name that is male and female names, and you hear this coming through. But I'm getting the reference to my auntie. Why am I getting this reference? I think I'm getting this reference because this auntie got a little bit bitter in her older age, and there was bitters there. She had done a lot of hard work. She had done, like, she had a statue of St. Francis of Assisi on her lawn. She had had some easy times and some difficult times. As it got older, as she got older, things got crowded out, and it's not necessarily that she wasn't connected, but she still got hard lessons, and I think she was not as pleased with those lessons. The St. Francis of Assisi energy that was there a little more prevalently earlier on as she got older, and I think there was something here that may have been shifting. I don't know all the details if there was a dementia or some kind of Alzheimer's or what going on, but there was something that was different. It didn't cancel out all of the good stuff that had come before. Get reconnected in whatever way with the saints, with the angels, with all of that. Connect with that again, with the divine energy coming forward. We have the Nagual coming forward, and I don't know that I'm saying this right, but I'm trying. Nagual. And this is saying prime for a breakthrough. It's shapeshifter wisdom that's coming through, and this is beyond, between, and expansion coming through. Okay, all right. Hang on. Okay. I'm getting the visual of my auntie coming to visit when I was very young. I was probably 10 or 11. She came to visit. She did the most amazing thing. All of a sudden, she was like showing off a trick. You know how you do with kids. And she was showing off a trick. She sat in the back of the station wagon on the way to our house, which we kids thought was great. Then she came down and she came to check how we were doing. We're all of our bedrooms were in the basement. She came down to see what we were doing. She's like, well, why don't you try this? And she held the doorknobs like this and did the splits right up the door. And it was the most amazing thing. And it was like, okay, don't forget that aspect either. Don't forget the flexibility. Don't forget the fluidness. Don't forget the playfulness. This part, yes, this part of her is very much still here. When I was 15, I went and saw this auntie, and I had like an adventure, got to go on just on my own, you know. All the rest of my siblings had to stay home, and I got to go visit my auntie and have some fun. And it was so much fun. These things are not to be forgotten. She shifted a little bit in her aging. She shifted as she got older and got a little bit cranky, but it's to be remembered the way we can shift the energy. It's not just shape shift from human to some other kind of form or some other kind of animal. It's also how we shift the energy within us. So the energy that comes alive is, she's giving me playful pink flamingo and walking like the stork and these balancing energies. I don't know what this is about. I'm seeing her in her 30s right now, and she's doing this flamingo, I guess not stork, flamingo walk with feathers, and like one, it's the balance, it's the adaptability. Okay, and she's giving me flamingo. She's showing me flamingo as in eating the pink, eating the pink. This is something, yes, about the strut, but something about eating the pink, making sure you're nourishing the thing that brings joy. All right, Pueblo's coming through. This is saying cherish each other as angels, and angels among us, and layers of love. And this is the Pueblo. This is the home. This is the village. This is the family. What a beautiful card for tonight to have. Beautiful, beautiful card. This is great. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to show it here. Show it here. Beautiful, beautiful energy. And then what do we have here? Velladori. This is the village. And this is the candle. And we think sometimes that we're alone as the singular candle, when really we're a village full of candlelight everywhere. All of us are giving off this light, radiating this light, this energy, this spiritual light that's packaged in this human meat suit that we're in. But the light that we can package and hold for each other, and the way we can look out for each other, is huge and not to be overlooked, not to be forgotten. This gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And this is saying, seek the light and find the truth of love hiding in plain sight. That's the message. That's the collective. I think that's where I'm going to close today. That is gorgeous. And I think this is the Day of the Dead. Very, very Mariposa throughout the whole thing. But seek the light and hold it for others right now. This is big for us right now. That's what I've got. I think that's complete today. Yeah. Yeah, I love this deck too. All right, guys. I will probably see you this weekend. Not sure when. I may post some more content this weekend. We'll see what's going on. But thank you for being here with me. I love doing this. Thank you for letting me grow in this way and do it in such a public way. I get shy, but when I'm with you guys, I know I'm safe in here. I know you guys got me, and I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful Samhain, Day of the Dead, Halloween. Spiritually connect with the other side. They are waiting for us to do so. All right, talk to you guys later.